One of the most essential tests to be performed on the lines that are protected by relays on both sides is an end-to-end test. To perform this test, both devices on the sides of the line must be synchronized and inject the required signals into the relays simultaneously. The first step is the stability test. There are two things to consider for the test. First, the transformation ratio of the CTs, and second, the polarity of CTs. Example, suppose that the transformation ratio of CT post A is 1000/1 and in post B is 800/1, and the polarity of both posts is toward object. If the current in the line is assumed to be 1000 amperes, then the current of the relays of the post A and B will be 1 and 1.25 amperes respectively. Also, because of the polarity of both CTs toward object, there will be a 180-degree phase difference in the corresponding phases. In the AMT sequencer room is used for performing the stability test. In the room, 6 current phases must be activated. To do this, go to the hardware configuration page and deactivate the voltage phases. Then all the 6 current phases will be activated in the current output signal section. Considering what was said in the preceding example, 3 balanced 1 ampere phase current and 3 balanced 1.25 ampere phase, which have a 180-degree phase difference and their corresponding phase toward each other, will be entered in the Table View tab. Injecting these currents into the relays will take 100 seconds. During this time, the IDIF of the relay visible on the measurement panel in the front of the relay must be 0. The second step is the characteristic curve test. In this room, first the XTO file of the differential relay, which is being tested, will be imported. To do this, go to the test object page and click on the Import from List option to open the template list of the relays. For example, SD is searched and its template is selected. Then, from the File menu, click on the Load Relay setting and the XTO of the relays of the post A, which is exported from the DIGSI software, is entered. A very important point to note in this section is that also in post B relay setting should be entered in the XTO of the post A relay. Because the curve of the differential of this relay is related to the settings of both relays, it is necessary that the settings of both relays is available in one file so that the curve is created correctly. To do this, open the XTO from the subdirectory of YSD and then open the additional information. After that, select Relay Parameter section. In this section, in order to enter the information from the other side, the information of the parameters that are green in the state column must be entered in the XTO of the relay. This information can be entered in 2 ways. If the file of the relay is available in the DIGSI software, the information is imported from the software. Otherwise, the other person in post B should read this information from the relay and announce it. After entering the information, the characteristics of the curve of the relay will be created in post A. The same steps are taken from the Import from List point to the end of post B, and in the Additional Information section, the relay information of the post A must be entered so that the curve is created in post B too. By double-clicking on the Line Differential option, the Differential Protection Parameters page opens. The point to note on this page is to enter post A relay information in both posts A and B of the primary column and enter relay information of post B in the secondary column. It should also be noted that the information of Protection Device tab IDIF section and also Characteristic Definition tab must be exactly the same on both sides. After the relay curve is made, the person on the side of the relay A must follow the 3 upper phases and short-circuit the lower 3 phases. Meanwhile, the person on the side of the relay B must follow the 3 lower phases and short-circuit the 3 upper phases of the current. Once the curve is made and it has been made sure that everything is the same on both sides, such as transformers differential test and check test, then the shot and search is performed. The point is that every test and the fault type which is added to the test table on one side must be exactly repeated with the same values on the other side in the fault type. To perform this test, it is necessary to perform the test simultaneously on both sides. For this purpose, it is essential to connect the GPS antenna to the back of the both devices first. Then go to the Start Condition Repetition page and select the On GPS option in the Start Condition tab. On this page, by activating the Start Time option, both devices show a specific time in the time field on their front. By doing this, both devices will at the specified time simultaneously start injecting the flow to run the test and recording the results.